Have you ever read something and your brain just rewrote it for you? Well, on Wednesday, March 25, 2026, I got an email from the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS, titled War and Your Electricity Bill. But for a split second, I read it as War on My Electricity Bill. And honestly, that version felt more accurate. Because with the way electricity costs have been rising, it really does feel like a war. Now, the JPS says they have been closely monitoring the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. And if you're wondering, what does war over there have to do with my light bill in Jamaica? The answer is simple: fuel. Electricity in Jamaica is heavily dependent on imported fuel. And according to the JPS, about 70% of our electricity comes from liquefied natural gas and another 20% from heavy fuel oil and diesel. That means nearly 90% of our electricity production is tied to global fuel prices. And here's the problem. Because of disruptions in global supply, oil prices have jumped from about $60 per barrel in December 2025 to almost $100 per barrel in March 2026. That's a massive increase in just a few months. And according to Petrojam, the government refinery, those rising fuel costs are already showing up locally. Now, so you may be asking why your bill is going up. And what does this mean for you? It means one thing: high electricity bills are coming. Specifically, the fuel charge portion of your bill is going to increase. Now, JPS wants you to understand something important. They say they do not profit from fuel charges. They do not control fuel prices. These costs are passed directly to customers, and everything is regulated by the Office of Utilities Regulation, the OUR. So, in their view, they're not the enemy here. They're just a messenger. But for the average Jamaican, that distinction doesn't make the bill any easier to pay. So, you may be asking, is there any relief coming? Well, the JPS says they're working with the OUR to introduce something called a fuel rate stabilization mechanism. In simple terms, this would reduce the sharp spikes in your monthly bill, make costs more predictable, and provide greater stability during times like these. That sounds good, right? But it's not here yet. So, in the meantime, you are on your own to manage this impact. So, if this really is a war on your electricity bill, then you need a strategy. Here are 2 practical ways to protect your money right now. Firstly, control your electricity usage. It means cut back on air conditioning, unplug devices when they are not in use, switch to energy efficient bulbs, and consider solar and alternative energy solutions. Secondly, you have to adjust your financial strategy. Build or strengthen your emergency fund. Speak with a licensed financial advisor and look into energy related investments or dividend paying stocks. Because in times like this, cash flow and resilience matter more than ever. And the reality is, you're not just dealing with an electricity bill, you're dealing with a global economic ripple effect. So, war in one region, higher fuel prices worldwide, and ultimately higher costs right here in Jamaica. So no, JPS may not have declared war on your bill, but if you don't take control, your bill might just win. Follow me, share, and repost this episode for more content like this. This has been Building Wealth with Wisdom. Until next time, walk good, stay wise, and build wealth with wisdom. See you in the next episode.